Hey guys, Brian from Biofire here to talk a little bit about how we size the gun to your hand and the feature that accommodates that. So making sure that a handgun fits your hand is very important regardless of whether it's a smart gun or a conventional gun. How your finger reaches the trigger is very critical to how reliably you can shoot it, especially when you're in a stressful situation. So we want to make sure that the smart gun accommodates that, as well as making sure that your finger that touches the fingerprint sensor can reliably go to that sensor every time you pick it up without you having to think about where your finger's going. Like, you should just be able to pick up this gun, your finger can reach the trigger perfectly, and your middle finger goes right to that sensor every time. And so the way we do that is we have a little piece that fits into the beaver tail. It's like we call back strap. And so this piece basically walks back the distance between the beaver tail and the trigger. And so the reason we did that versus like a whole sleeve or like a full length back strap or something like that is we found through anthropomorphic research that for most people, when your fingers change sizes across different demographics or different parts of the different percentiles of hand sizes, the middle finger and index finger change in a linear proportion. So when you're sizing the gun to your trigger finger, moving that same distance back will also walk back your middle finger as well. So just by adjusting one measurement, you can properly size the gun for both your trigger finger and the finger that reads the fingerprint sensor. And so we didn't go across the whole area because really just walking back that beaver tail is all that you need to do that. And so that also allows us to not interfere with the presence system sensor that's back here. So that's a very carefully calculated distance to be able to sense that your hand's gripping the gun. So changing that distance with straps could potentially cause issues there. So it makes the system much more reliable to just be able to change just the beaver tail area right where you need it. And we offer a range of different sizes for these to tune that. And then also, if your hand's very large, and we'll say this is like if your hand's greater than 75th percentile of all males, we do offer the gun in a larger fingerprint size, basically a different location of the fingerprint sensor on the gun. So it's moved a little bit further along the grip to work with people who have significantly larger hands than most people. So all of this is part of making the gun as customized to you and your life as possible. You shouldn't need to think about any of the sensors on the gun. You should just be able to pick up this gun, be able to comfortably shoot it. And so that's why we put so much effort into the ergonomics research on making sure the gun can be sized to your hand.